hello, it's your girl D. I'm coming to you live. Everybody knows what today is. It is Sucker Free Sunday. Sucker free, sucker free, sucker free. It is Mother's Day. It is raining outside, so I'm gonna run through this real quick. We're gonna talk about the type of mothers that there is in the world today. And there's we're gonna just go through 3 of them, and I don't know which direction I'm gonna go in after I get started. But there's a woman who has raised a child. That means she's given it some kind of direction. She's, helped it the best way she could, the best way she knew how. And then there's a woman that has given birth to a child. She just done birthed this joker. She ain't got no direction herself, so she a baby too in the mind. And then there is a woman that has provided the egg that was touched by a sperm, and this done gave birth and brought forth the child, but she ain't got no feelings for the baby. She done just carrying it and don't plan on teaching it nothing and just bringing it into the world all barbarically, or she winds up giving it away or putting it up for adoption, or sometimes she even winds up having it aborted. So but we're not going to talk about those today. I got to keep my camera straight. We're going to talk about the ones that give birth and don't teach these children nothing. Yeah, that's who we're going to talk about, those kind of mamas today. You have those kind of mothers. They have pleaded and begged, and they got to keep a nigga baby. And so what happens is he grows up in a household with a woman that don't like the man and pretty much don't like the child because the child looks like the man. And when you have a woman that feels that way about a little being, then she tends to abuse it, she tends to neglect it, she tends to call it little motherfuckers, she tends to sit it over in the corner all day in front of the TV, ain't taught him nothing, he goes to school, he don't know nothing, he's starving to death, he's puny, he's disorderly, he's just about like all the rappers that are on TV that everybody's mocking. They walking around with the pants hanging down, the little girls are thriving and needing attention, so they are doing any and every kind of thing to get that kind of attention because they are missing that motherly love. Now, when you get into a society what we're in now, and if we look at all the chaos and all the things that are going on around us, we see that there's a whole lot of neglected little children in the world, and that means they don't have no mothers. That means that they don't have nobody to care about them. You also have another case too. Let's run that down right quick. We have the mothers that have tried our hardest. They have begged and pleaded, and they wanted you to grow up to be somebody, but due to the fact that they didn't teach you nothing growing up, and then they got mature and they started learning different things about themselves and how this world really works. And so now they're trying to reverse the things that they have done that has wronged you and got you all messed up and jacked up and just not a part of the society the way they want you to be. And they're trying to let you know, and they're trying to reach out to you, but due to the fact that you have raised them already and instilled in them the bullshit that you did, the partying and the drinking and the drugs and the different men, and you're trying to let your daughter know, don't go down this road, don't do that. I've learned from my errors, I learned from my ways, it was all a mistake, I know now better, I do now better, and I want you to do the same things. But those kids aren't listening to those people now, because they was like, well, now she's trying to tell me something. Who she thinks she is? She should have been telling me that from the get-go. I remember when she had 4 and 5 boyfriends. So it's kind of hard to, take something from a person like that after you have already showed them one thing, and now you want to renege, and now you want to call them the rebellious children, and you're hoping and you're praying to whoever it is you pray to that these people change their mind, that your children grow up a little better. But it's kind of hard because they grew up in that environment that you brought them up in. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything about changing your mind. I don't see anything wrong with changing your mind and thinking differently about something, or even having some kind of epiphany and waking the hell up and saying, you know what, I think I might have raised these little jokers wrong. But don't beat yourself up over it, because in time, like everything else, people do change their minds. People do become aware of their surroundings. People do wake up and smell the damn coffee, whether sometimes the children wake up and the parents aren't even woke yet, and sometimes the environment, or they get around somebody that actually has a head on their shoulder and they can show them a little better about what they're doing and what life really stands for. Those are the totally different things that helps other people that have been reared by these barbaric ass parents. Now, what we have to do is we have to just start from the beginning, from scratch. And as soon as the child is born, showing them love and affection, showing them what is right from wrong. You know, sometimes we have babies a little early in life, and we ourselves yet don't know right from wrong, and our mamas and daddies can't tell us nothing. So we wind up giving birth to little Wayne and Dwayne and all of them with little pants sagging, and you can't tell them nothing. Well, it ain't worth two shits to even be telling them fairy tales either, so I don't get into all of that. You have to be honest with the kids. You have to be real with them. You have to let them know what's going on in the world. And even if your butt don't know, get them around somebody that will take the time up with them. Don't stuff them in the trash can. Don't stick a bottle in his mouth and stick it in the bathroom with the TV all day, because you don't want to be bothered. So you have to take time out for the kids. That's what a real mother does. You don't wait till this joker turns 21 to talk to him about women. He done been with 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 of them. You don't wait until, you know, he got 8, 9, and 10 babies spread out through all the projects, and he done ran through all the holes in the projects, because you ain't showed him what a real woman is. That's what you don't do. You don't wait until your daughter got 5 kids and she's 13, and she done went through every boy in the neighborhood to decide that, oh, that's what you do. You know, you have to nick that stuff in the bud early. That's what a real mama do. You don't, if you're not watching them, then they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. And I understand parents have to go to work and everything else, but you know, it still takes a cold community. If all the women in the community would get together and say, you know what, I got to leave my daughter's home, I got to leave my son's home. Are you going to be home at this time? Can you keep an eye on my children? You know, you don't take them down to the country and seclude them, because they're still going to get into stuff, even if it ain't nothing but little cousins down the damn street. So, you know, you have to be careful, and you have to recognize, you know, what are the environments that we're putting our kids in. You know, what is it that we're doing as the mothers to keep them from getting into trouble, to keep them in making the good decisions for themselves, to keep them stable, giving them something to do every day, not just letting them lay around and do absolutely nothing, keeping them active, being supportive as mothers. I know a lot of us have to work, but you still can be supported by opening your mouth and saying good job to them, making sure their grades is up, making sure they have what they need for school. You know, it don't have to be the best, because some of y'all think that just because you buy new shoes every month, and just because you take them to the mall every Saturday and let them get something, them niggas ain't got nothing up in their brains. So that's totally a whole different other world right there. You know, that materialistic don't mean that they're smart. Okay, so that don't have nothing to do with it. Now, rewarding a child for stuff is different, but just because they the flyest in the school don't make them the smartest in the school. So let's get that under control. For all you shopaholic mamas out there that like to brag about what you done brought your kid just damn dumb as a box of damn rocks. So we want to just make sure that we're doing our best as mothers. I'm gonna hit on one more subject. 8 minutes into this. Okay, let's slow down on blowing smoke up our kids' asses. Let's slow down on that. You know, you can talk to kids and you can be honest with them, and there is a way that you can talk to them on any subject matter, and get your point across. Don't blow smoke up the kids' asses, because see what happen is you blow the smoke up the kids' asses, and then they run out and they try this mess, and they think that what you say, because they take everything that the adults say, they take it very seriously, and then it don't work. And then they wondering what happened. And see, what you done is you put that child in a spot in life where now they think that something is wrong because such didn't work out the way it's supposed to, because you said. So let's just slow down on the blowing the smoke up the asses of the little children and giving them fairy tales and dust fairies and tooth fairies and all of that good stuff. Let's not do that to the babies. Let's get them, you know, on the right track by using our good judgment when we're talking to them about different things. What else can we talk about? Let's just talk about how, you know, there's some mothers out there that have been waiting a long time for something good to happen, because they're so tired of their little daughter going through, or I call them little daughter, but she can be in her 20s or 30s and she just ain't got it yet, just can't get her shit together. You know, you can not beat yourself up over something that you was ignorant of, And that's how I feel about a whole lot of people. I think they tend to beat themselves up over things that they didn't even know no better because their mama ain't told them nothing better, or they didn't get around somebody with some good sense about themselves and was able to tell you, hey, pull you to the side and say, you know what, let me tell you something a little better than what you thinking right now. And if you didn't know and you are ignorant, you know, the word ignorant means the lack of knowledge of a thing. So when someone calls you ignorant and you don't know, if you don't know how to put a battery in a car, then yes, you are ignorant of that. You are proven ignorant. So you can't get mad at that word. That word doesn't mean that you're stupid. Stupid means a whole different other ballgame. But ignorant means that you just didn't have nobody to teach you no better, or you did not, you know, use your wise judgment towards something. If you didn't know, you just didn't know. If your mama and your daddy didn't teach you, you know, that you're not supposed to be messing around at a young age, and you went out messing around and you had a baby early, and then your daughter grew up and she did the same thing, and you was trying to tell her, like, look, don't mess with these little boys early now, and then she ain't listened to you, and then she did it. That, you know, that's a form of ignorancy running through the bloodline. So you might want to just kind of, you know, wait and just kind of get yourself real grounded and just say, you know what, I don't have to hold that over my own head. If I didn't know no better, and my kids grew up and they didn't know no better because I didn't teach them no better, then you know what, it's okay because now I know better. And it's kind of hard to go back and to fix the things that you didn't know from back then. You done taught it to your kids, and it's hard to go back and try to fix those things. But the thing is, as long as you're breathing and got breath in your body, you can still iterate it, you can reprogram it, you can re-edit the scene, you can keep going back and you can explain to them, listen, mama didn't know no better. You know, mama didn't know that that's right there was that right there. Somebody had to tell me. Well, hell, I didn't know. You have to be woman enough to say, hell, I didn't know. Somebody had to tell me, and now I'm coming to tell you. You have to be real with them. You don't act like you ain't never did nothing and act like, oh, well, I ain't never, and all of that. The kids don't want to hear that because they done already lived with you. They know what you done never and you did do. So you can't blow smoke up the baby's asses. That's what we get done wrong. But and that's where they lose the trust for you because you want to act one way, and then because somebody else says something or somebody, or you find out something different, and all of a sudden you want to flip the script and act like you ain't never. So because that smoke up the kid's ass, like I said, that you would lose more respect for a person if you would be if you want to shuck and jive and buck dance and act like you ain't never. I would lose more respect for you as a person than I would if you come to me and say, look, I was just ignorant, I did not know. Okay? Alright, guess what, y'all? My time is up for today. It's been fun. I love you all dearly. We talked about the kinds of mamas that there is in the world. I call myself a mama. I'm not a mother. I am the mother of my children as far as what the dictionary says. But actually, I'm a mama. I'm a mama to everybody's children. If you come across my threshold, you get treated the same way I treat my kids. I don't blow smoke up the little baby's asses. It's Sunday. It's sucker free. It's raining outside and I got to go inside. Peace.